that's trained to paint 2 paintings, and when it's time to do their painting, they can choose which one they want to do. But one of the trainers said, nah, they're controlling the elephant all along. So, who knows what to believe. All I know is that it really taught me a lot. But that's not the very touching part. The very touching part for me was very physical. And so I brought a video of it for you. And although it looked I was suffering through some discomfort, actually it was an unexpected experience of real warmth that I just didn't know. When that trunk wrapped itself across my chest, there's nothing like it on the earth. The thrill, the beauty of it, and it reminded me about a book, I think it's called Touching, in which the author talks about how all mammals benefit from touch of all kind, particular physical touch, And I've heard that. I've heard about the benefits of having pets and how that increases our experience of well-being and health. And I remembered that for me personally. And from reading the book, I understand that there is a neurophysiologist who's done some studies on societies in which affection is lavished on infants. And in those societies, there are lower crime rates and less depression. And I thought about that. The effect of warmth. And it reminded me of something that Ernest Holmes in our textbook wrote about children. Because touch is not only physical, it can also be in our thought atmosphere. And writing about children, he says, for they so readily respond to the thoughts of others. And I thought about that, and maybe it explains why parents' warmth towards their children helps the children feel good about themselves and helps them prepare the children for life and standing in life. And if you didn't have that as a child, the good news is that it's never too late. It's not too late to begin to develop self-love and love for others, and this month in particular through applying this concept of loving kindness. That's what we're going to be practicing together. In the introduction to the book, the author quotes somebody who is paraphrasing the Lord Buddha's lists of benefits from being kind. And it's even in your insert, so you can take it home if you want to refer to it later. But this is what's going to happen if you're kind. You will sleep easily. You will wake easily. You will have pleasant dreams. People will love you. Devas, you can think of those as angels, celestial beings, and animals will love you, and they will protect you. And external dangers, well, you'll be impervious to their effects. Your face will be radiant. Your mind will be serene. And you will die unconfused. And when you are reborn, it will be to happy realms. Now, I don't know about all those things, but I do know about number 4. And I think I can give you a guarantee. I think number 4 is right on. I'm pretty confident about it. I think that if you, in your life, are kind, you will experience great love. And that's that. There's a caveat, of course. It's genuine kindness, not forced. And genuine kindness has no goal to manipulate. It's not being nice to get love. Although I guess if that's all you've got, that's a good enough place to start until you know better. Genuine kindness has no other motive than to express itself and the benefits that go with it. Oh, when you're kind, you feel warmth. You feel connected. You feel a sense of value and belonging, connection. And one of the remarkable things about being kind and its effects is that it can also raise us up out of the difficulties and troubles and challenges of our personal experience. I find that to be true for me. It can help us feel good about ourselves no matter what is going on. You know, I want to share a generalization I'm experiencing with you because I just had the experience of being in one culture and then in another culture. So I had them back to back, and I got to experience the generalization of being in one place and the other. And my experience is that re-entry into the United States has been troubling. Because my experience is, generalization is that people here are very focused on their troubles. And legitimately so. We've got a lot going on. But my experience in Thailand was, I experienced an attitude of can-do, hope, happiness among a people who generally have far less possessions than we do, far less wealth, far less opportunity of upward mobility, and just as many troubles. I mean, their economy is trashed. And their government is upside down. But they're smiling. And in fact, it has the nickname of the land of smiles. And in my experience was that if you ask one of these smiling people what they've got to be happy about, my experience was that they told me too quickly, too happily, all the reasons why life was worth living. Oh, that helped me so much, you know. I mean, that would probably be the major thing I bring back from Thailand, this awareness that I have got nothing to complain about. Nothing. Don't get me wrong, I've got issues. I have. Don't you? I've got things. I've got urgent stuff, things, physical stuff, all kinds of things. But I have got nothing to complain about, nothing. That's what I'm bringing home. And I realize that being kind is one of the ways of lifting myself up out of what is going on. Now, not a fake sense of denial. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that appreciation of life that fills you up with a warmth that lets you see things in their true color. Fake warmth won't do it. In fact, the author again says in the introduction, heaven save us from the fakes. Self-interested politeness, calculated generosity, superficial etiquette, and also from kindness against one's own will. So to make it clear, I'm not talking about professional warmth. I'm not talking about saying yes when you mean no. I'm not talking about making yourself into a doormat for humanity. Now, this month, we're going to be talking about something that is altogether more natural to us. A way of living that is warm, genuine, strong, and kind. My experience is that it takes far less energy to be that way and produces far more benefits. Page 8. The gift